Today I'm going to be explaining why the Pittsburgh Steelers are the best franchise in the NFL. For simplicity's sake, I'm going to be discussing the post-merger NFL. The merger is when the NFL combined with the AFL to make the NFL that we know of today. This is a valid thing to do, as this is a metric that is very often used when discussing recent NFL history and statistics of the NFL. When you use those parameters, it can easily be argued that the Steelers are the best franchise in the NFL for multiple reasons, including Super Bowls or championships, if you don't know what a Super Bowl is, overall winning, postseason winning, as well as coaches. First, we have Super Bowls. The Steelers are tied for the most Super Bowls of any franchise with only one other team, and they are the most likely to hit 7 first because they are doing far better than that other team is currently this season, as they have the third overall greatest chances of making the NFL and making the Super Bowl and winning. And the only two teams ahead of them have won less than 3 Super Bowls each. Next is they're just winners. Based on their regular season win percentage, they have the greatest in the NFL right now, with 60.7% of their games being won. And they also have the highest percentage of winning seasons, with 70.5%, a winning season being more wins than they have losses. They're also tied for second in postseason wins, where only the playoff wins matter, and they're tied with one other team, and the team that's ahead of them only has 2 more wins over the how many years. Not that big of a difference. They're pretty close. Lastly are the coaches. The Steelers have only had 3 head coaches, which doesn't seem like that big of a thing until you look at the next lowest number of coaches. In the last 50 years, Steelers have only had 3 coaches. The next lowest team has actually had 7. That's over double. Another way to put this is in those same 50 years, there have been 4 popes. Yes, there has been more popes in the last 50 years than there has been Steelers coaches. And not only do they have the longevity factor, they also have the Hall of Fame factor. And in this picture, you can see Mike Tomlin. He is the current Steelers coach, and he is also the only one that isn't in the Hall of Fame right now because he's currently coaching them, and you cannot be in the Hall of Fame while currently working. However, he is almost a guaranteed shoo-in for the Hall of Fame as soon as he retires, because currently he is in his 14th season, and he has not had a losing season yet, which ties him for the most ever to do that. There's only one other person that has went 14 seasons without having a single losing season, and that was the end. Mike Tomlin still has a chance to go have another winning season next year and be the sole position for that title. So, in conclusion, if the Steelers aren't at the top of franchise statistic, they're probably second. And that's why the Pittsburgh Steelers are the best in the NFL right now.